hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to you all. Good to see you. What is up, Flagrax, the Emperor Squid, Day and Wildfire, Zelda Zackbot, Lustful Jeans, JP the Pirate, How the Servos, Venimon, good to see you, Jesse Doyle, welcome. Whew. How is everyone doing today? We're gonna have some fun. I'm hyped. Standard has been really fun so far, and we have some interesting standard decks to mess around with. Hey, welcome, Turbly, to my toe Lerds. Good to have you. Welcome. Feel the Meta, and Lucid, and Booster Therapy, and L. Smith. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. Yeah, I think it's a snow day. I don't know if there was a literal snow day here, but it is definitely a snowy day here. Why is my green screen so it's cut off odd? Oh, wrong way. There we go. Hey, there we go. Yeah, so today it's a standard day, new standard day, and we got some fun. So obviously, you might have seen Vorinclex, which was a special early Much Brew yesterday. So maybe we do some more Vorinclexing, we'll see. I think we're gonna start off with another Vorinclex deck that I've been working on and playing and trying to figure out, and that is Abzan Vorinclex Sagas. And I think this deck is also really sweet, and it still has Vorinclex, so I mean, that is super fun. And then there's a couple of backup decks that people played over the weekend. Mono Blue Snow looks pretty interesting to me as well. It's just like blue stuff and snow synergies with 4 Faceless Havens and Ascendant Spirits and Frost Augers. So that looks kind of interesting. And then there's also this ridiculous Changeling Party. I don't even like this deck is wild. It's like Changeling Elf Party. You get the party, you got Tazzery, you have Coveted Prize. It is a weird mashup of party and elf synergies. So those are the backup decks on the list. I mean, Fin Fact is going to be coming, but that's probably going to be Budget Magic first. So, but I promise you, you will be Fin Facting. But Fin Fact, I think, is one of the decks that's perfect for Budget Magic. So it might have to wait. Saffron Olive at mtggoldfish.com is the easiest way to send me decks. You can also leave them in the chat. So hopefully everyone is ready for some more standard shenanigans today. I keep saying God of Trolls, and I'm really curious. Oh, that was the deck we actually played last stream. You can find it, actually, getting into the reminders, on the replay YouTube, where you can find all the old streams. But yeah, this was like 5-color Cosmia Waking the Trolls, and it was pretty fun. I think it was kind of middle of the pack as far as like how strong it was, but boy, we did some ridiculous things with Waking the Troll. And Cosima, whew, once that gets going, it is a really powerful card. So yeah, the party deck does look interesting for sure. Oh man, Vorinclex is so sweet. We'll see. I'm curious if Vorinclex is going to remain sweet or if the meta will adjust to it, but for right now, I am all about the Vorinclex. So let's finish our reminders. Think about swapping your Jund list for Luca for 4 Bone Crusher. I mean, Bone Crusher is insane. My current list is I'm down to 1 Luca. I keep going further and further down. I have replaced it with Extinction Event, but Bone Crusher would also be good. I think you want to replace it with removal. Whether Extinction Event or Bone Crusher or more Heartless Axe or whatever is the right one. Not 100% sure yet, but I do think you're on the right track. Trimming back on Lucas and adding more removal. Is Kaldheim available on Moto? It is, and it's even available in load programs. So why not Kai ECD for white? Ooh, wait, for Abzan Sagas? We got ECDs for days. I thought about adding Kaya, but there was one minor problem and one major problem. Minor problem, we don't really have that many legends to put into play with the ultimate, so that was concern number 1. Minor problem was Mythic Wild cards. We're all out of Mythic Wild cards, so anyway, reminders. Replay YouTube, that's where you find the old streams, normal YouTube. Tons of stuff going up. If you missed it, we Jund Vorinclex yesterday. There's some Budget Magic today. Tomorrow, the first Crim Kaldheim standard video will be up. We're playing Kaldheim, of course, for Against the Odds on Wednesday. So tons of stuff coming up. I mean, I have gems. I can buy more packs, but technically I'm out of Mythic Wild cards again, somehow. I wish you have like 100. How do you have 100 Mythics? I wish we could trade them. That would be amazing. Dodie, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Otherwise, our sponsor this fine afternoon is, like usual, the ever awesome Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, maybe you need Kaldheim, you can pre-order it now. Maybe you need, I don't know, a Namata. I don't know why you need a Namata. A Quagmire from Legends. Creatures with Swamp Walk may block as... Why in the world is this on the hot... What? What? This is on the hot buy list. The reserve list is something else. The creatures with Swamp Walk may block as if they didn't have Swamp Walk. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. I gotta look this up now. That's actually. I gotta look this up now. Oh wait, there I am. All right, hang on. Let's look at this. Wait, there I am. I'm echoing. All right, hang on. Let's. Why? Why is this? Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I mean, that's a thing. The Crumbus, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. And Donnie, welcome you as well. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, yeah, you get him at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Otherwise, merch page, got tons of stuff. Help Richard clean out his garage of MTG Oldfish merch. The Discord is new and improved. And, of course, donations, which we just got one right this second. Always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. And our first donation of the afternoon, Booster Therapy, $5 donation. What fun deck would you recommend playing on Moto with an up to 400 ticks budget? Ooh, Booster Therapy. So 400 ticks is actually a big budget on Moto. I'm not sure. Oh man, Susception is back for a second. If you look at Moto prices, you can play essentially anything in Standard for that price. I'm assuming this is a loan program, so you can play all of Standard for that price. You can play much of Pioneer for that price. Maybe some Omnath, like 5-color piles are out of that price range, but you can essentially play any Pioneer deck. You can play many Modern decks, I think, for that price. Of course, if they're Uro decks, you're going to have a harder time. Uro Omnath, even worse, but many Modern decks are under that price range. And then you can even get some legacy decks, like if you are interested in that. So it'll are right around that price range. So I think it depends on what format you want to play. But I don't know. I like Hammer Time a lot. Hammer Time is like super sweet. That's one of my favorites in Modern. In Standard, you can play literally anything and put together the Vorinclex deck if you want to. So tons of options there. But anyway, our plan for today is we are starting off with more Vorinclex action. So this is Abzan Vorinclex, and it's a little different than the Jund version we played yesterday. This build is all about the Sagas, primarily. We're kind of like Abzan enchantment / sagas. So the idea of this deck is we can play a bunch of enchantments: Binding of the Old Gods, Elspeth's Nightmare, Elspeth Conquers Death, Birth of Meletis. They work well with Vorinclex because we get double the lore counters right away, and it allows us to like Cetizen Champion to draw cards. We have some Planeswalkers to ultimate, like Calyx. Ultimates gives back all of our enchantments. We can ultimate Garruk to kill a bunch of stuff, or we can ultimate, I guess, to overrun, but mostly get a lot of loyalty. Ugin, of course, is good. They can come back with our Elspeth Conqueror's Death, and then Vorinclex is just insane against a lot of decks. Like that is the upside, is Vorinclex is just so good against many decks. So we're gonna start off with this, testing out Dream Devour. I haven't tried it in this deck yet. Hey, what's up, Dark Turtle? So that's basically the plan. Abzan mid-range Saga value with Vorinclex, of course, holding everything together. Trickery deck or noob? Do y'all want to see the Trickery deck? I mean, we could play Trickery decks. I don't know. I'm not sure where they I'm not sure where they come down as far as streams. Is that something you like enjoy playing? Let's jump into a game. Is that something you enjoy? I feel like it's probably pretty well known, and it kind of just does one thing. So I'm not sure how entertaining it would be, but I mean, if people want to see it, I'm down with that. Darkstar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Modern Trickery could be interesting. Although it's still kind of the same range. Ooh, well, hopefully these Elspeth Nightmares are good, but this hand's fine. Keep losing to Dream Trawler Turbo. Wait, is that a Trickery deck? Wait, so many. Where are all these subs coming from? Plain Bread and Chemisil. Oh man, that reminds me of Arrested Development. Not exactly the same, but close. Darkstar, welcome to the visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, that's so many Elspeth's Nightmares. Too many Elspeth's Nightmares, perhaps. Please be aggro. Please be aggro. Turkey is not interesting to watch. According to Canister, an F-tier modern deck can turbo power level. Like, I mean, that's why I'm not too worried about it. I really think it's the second coming of Zombie Hunt, essentially. Like, is it going to be... Oh, this is going to be interesting. I really think it's essentially the second coming of Zombie Hunt. This is a matchup that I'm not super excited about. This is, looks like, Is It Dragons? And we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this matchup scares me. It does legitimately scare me. A lot of counters to stop our stuff, and then, Ghostbad Dragon. It's a card. It's a good one. Yeah, Blue Red Dragon. I'm having fun at Standard with Saltite Elf's Yarion. Ooh, that sounds insane. I would love to see the list. All right, no counters, please. No counters. Just let us draw some cards, opponent. Does not get stomped. Does get... So that deck is probably Stomp, Brazen Borrower, and Dragon as their 3 creature. Wow. Crushes our face. Okay. How about running out Bone Crusher, please? Opponent passes. Yes. So we will gain some life. We will... Elspeth's Nightmare. For no real value. But maybe get a trigger. Get a Duress eventually. Okay, draw a card. Yes. Satessa Champion, paying off. I think of the sideboard, more likely than the main deck. I guess we can attack. Worst case, they shark us. And that's a chump. Yeah, they have more removal options for big stuff in the sideboard. Opponent, you draw a couple cards. Anyone in chat got some ideas for modern combos with Kaldheim beyond Trickery? Ooh. Turgrid with... Oh, boy. Turgrid with Death Cloud. That is high on my list. Elspeth's Nightmare. Take Disdainful Stroke. Essence, yeah, take Disdainful Stroke. Play... Binding? Do we want a Binding or ECD? They each work. But one one's better. I guess ECD uses our mana better, fuller. But Binding is, I think, better. We don't have anything in the graveyard yet. You know what? Let's just Binding. Binding. Get rid of the dragon, draw a card. Yeah, Binding is really strong. It is. I think it's better than ECD in general. Kill the dragon. Kill our opponent's will to keep going. Hey, what's up, Ashley? How are you? I'm surprised they scooped there. They had a bunch of stuff in hand. To answer how I have 100 mythic wild cards, I play historic goblins and I'm a whale. That would explain it. The Kahira card $20 deck doesn't work. Shapeshifter, stop Kahira. Really? Is that how it's supposed to work? I guess I didn't consider that. Huh, can you not play Shapeshifters and have Kahira as your commander? Hey, what's up, Dino-Dron? How are you? We took the Disdainful Stroke with our Elspeth's Nightmare, so that was gone. They had Essence Scatter, Dragon, and Brazen Borrower. Alright, so opponent is annoying us with counter spells. Elspeth's Nightmare does not kill any of their things. Like, literally none. So I think we go down Elspeth. The Duress is fine. Go up Agonizing Remorse. Go down... Huh. Our removal's fine-ish. ECD Binding. And let's go down a Heartless Act for an Agonizing Remorse. I kind of want the Duress, too. How do we fit the Duress in? Yeah, I think that is the selling point for Vorinclex, is how good it is against Sagas in specific. I have a question. What are your thoughts on Black-White Clerics for Standard? I am looking forward to trying them. I haven't tried them yet because I am a little bit addicted to... Because I'm a little bit addicted to Vorinclex at the moment. But I'm definitely interested in trying them. How good they're going to be... I really, really, really think that... oh, yeah. Send me your list right in chat if you'd like to. I really think that many of the tribes from this set are going to be kind of medium until we get another set or two. But I really think, like, elves, clerics, by the time we get to the summer and we have D&D sets, then I think it's going to be insane. Oh, no. Vorinclex Sagas is the opposite of a non-bow. It is, I would say, a con-bow. So if you have Vorinclex down and you play a Saga, you actually get the first 2 lore counters immediately. So if we get on Vorinclex and play Birth, we will get to search for planes and make the wall in the same turn. So it basically speeds up your Sagas by an entire turn, basically. Which, and then it shuts down your opponent's Sagas completely, which is also pretty sweet. Well, Dream Devourer returns. We will play a... Yeah, it's Fabled Passage. Pass the turn. Opponent, Brazen Borrower. Sure. Well, we can start hiding some love away if we untap with this Brazen Borrower. Trigger Death Cloud in Modern sounds hilarious. Yeah, it's on my to-do list for sure. Opponent gets it, hits us. Yeah. Down to 17. We just got a handful of Bone Crushers. Alright, opponent has a handful of Bone Crushers. That is fine. We will grab a snow-covered forest. Play Birth. Snow-covered plains. Snow-covered plains. Go. Yeah, opponent's got the Elderaid going on. Goldspan Dragon. Well, yeah. Well, let's see if they also have a counter. Hopefully not. So opponent gets a treasure that makes 2 mana, which our opponent sacks to foretell a card? Okay. That's not what I was worried about, but we'll take it. Well, in that case... Yeah, let's ECD. Get rid of Brazen Borrower. What is the snow payoff in this deck? So, funny story. Initially, I had Blood in the Snow in the deck, but I recently cut Blood in the Snow, but I have not taken away the snow lands yet, even though I should. Now, trigger. Pathway. Big Daddy Praetor. I mean, even if they kill it, we get it back next turn, so sure. Alright. Yeah, opponent counters. That is acceptable. This has to be I would assume the card draw spell, but this... We're getting back Vorinclex. We're getting it back. Opponent hides it away. Plays a Bone Crusher. That is fine. Oh my god. It's okay. It's Calyx, so we will get Vorinclex. We will get 2+1/+1 counters on it. We will Calyx. Actually, do we Calyx? Maybe we wait. Maybe we just Binding. Both modes, because Vorinclex is absurd. Kill Bone Crusher. Yeah, I guess we'll take a land. Let's take a land. And then I guess we Birth. Also 2 modes. Vorinclex! Snow-covered blades. Play it. Smack you for 8. All right, opponent, you got some work to do. You got some work to do. Oh, yeah, Vorinclex is so good. Huh, it's an accident. It's an accident. There was a snow payoff, but then I took it out and forgot to change him. Opponent. How do you beat the Praetor? This is not even a great Vorinclex matchup. It doesn't really hose our opponent's deck at all, but it's an 8/8 haste trample. Trigger, trigger. Go to combat. Smack you. Well, let's see if our opponent has a counter. Calyx? Alright, opponent does have a counter. Well, snow-covered swamp, go. Alright, opponent. How do you beat the Vorinclex? How do you beat the Vorinclex? Opponent, land. Can you kill it 8/8? Bone Crusher, okay. Frostbite, okay. Are they gonna spend Well, they had a way. They had a way. It was all 3 for 1, but they found a way. Oh, we will face the Tested Champion. We will Binding. Draw a card. Kill Bone Crusher. Arctic Tree Line. You. Oh. I want Ice Age Snow Basics, but they haven't given them to us yet. Well, get a land out of our deck. Fabled Passage. Crack it. How about a deck with Binding and the new legend makes Death creatures deal poison damage? Yeah, let's play this. Doom Foretold. You got another counter? Alright, opponent found another counter, so they're not literally dead yet. Well, draw a card. Yeah, it's not looking great. Well, pass the turn, no attacks. Opponent. I want Ice Age! I probably should buy the other ones, because... Oh, wow, what a top deck. Serdrana, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, that is bad timing. Bad timing. Draw a card. That's better timing. Elspeth Conquers Death. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta be Goldspan. Elspeth's Nightmare, draw a card. Alright, there's the draw. And opponent, done, and that's not even a good Vorinclex matchup, but Vorinclex too good. It's so good. It's so good. Hey Seth, I wanted to know, do you plan on playing some Haunting Voyage? When I saw it, it reminded me of your Dragonlord Reanimator Seething Rent deck from a couple years back. We have a couple of strong dragons in standard right now. What do you think? Ooh, so I think we'll definitely play Haunting Voyage, but I honestly have not figured out what to do with it yet. One of the challenges is we also have the Abzan Ultimatum, Eerie Ultimatum, which is similar-ish without the tribal restriction, and we even have Nethroi, so... Do you think counter-target artifact or enchantment card is a valid option in this meta? Yes. I think Annul is a legitimate sideboard option. If you look at the meta right now, what are the things you're most scared of? Great Henge, Embercleave, and then what are most people playing as removal? Binding of the Old Gods and Elspeth Conquers Death. So I think essentially every important matchup, outside of maybe Rogues, is going to have some good target for that. So how much are the updated lands? I guess we should probably get rid of them. Oh, chat, are you gonna make? Oh wait, oh, Valky. Oh, you can buy these? I didn't know these existed yet. And I have enough gold? Oh, they're so pretty. We probably gotta buy them. The showcase cards get me. They get me. What ones are we using? Do we have any of these in our deck at the moment? We don't, do we? Oh, why why is the Tybalt this ugly style when we have awesome styles for all the other gods? I wonder. I wonder. Wow! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! The gift subs! Oh, 50 gift subs from Shanadar. Oh my lord. Paisley J. Oh, I can't read them all, can I? Oh, we gotta do the super. Okay. Okay, well, look at this after. We're gonna get another game, and I'm gonna try to read off 50 names with gift subs from Shadrada, going to Paisley James, Droned, Leono, St. Kelly, Gigawatt Josh, MTG Name, Harry Houdini, Willie Nerf, your favorite browser. Browser? Favorite browser? Like Google? Like intrusive Google Chrome? Jeremy, CloudyMusic, Kuzin, Casual Tyrant, 3 Deep 5U, Sapphire, Tourist, Exploit, Cowley Kitten, Eep, oh my goodness, so many, Fudcrup, Silverfang, UK Bubkit, Tempest Blue, Metal Mario, James Nemo, Dasani, Sir Elks, CN for President Mogwai, Space Bats, Wizip, oh my, there's so many, Magic Mongoose, Skinny Legends, Skinny Legend, Wash to You, Resident Man, Angel, Classy Casual, Blade Man, M. Bowser, Alice in Chains, I forgot about them, Mashed Potato, Strictly Cheese, Z-Rock, Noobs, Devil Monkey, Green Mario, and also Metal Mario in the same gift sub package. What are the chances? We'll keep this. Metal Missile Dynamite TMO guy that plays bass. Wow. Welcome you all. Did I miss a sub? Oh, did I miss your sub, Goblin Master? There were so many subs. All at once. Goblin Master, my apologies. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big soup chip for you. Thank you. Alright, it's Eldraine time. Snow-covered forest is a good draw. So we will just play this on white. Birth. The other thing that I love about this deck is that the combo of Elspeth Conquers Death and Binding, so good against the Great Henges of the world. Ever play EDH? I do. Actually, we do an entire EDH series. We do an entire EDH series called Commander Clash on the YouTube channel. Oh, so the idea of using Binding the Old Gods with Finn. So a Finn deck is coming for Budget Magic. I'll tell you that. That's high on my list of Budget Magic decks. So we're going to be seeing Finn soon. Tyrannosaurus Regina, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. And another gift sub. This one to Goblin Master. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. So this is Nye Adventures. That means they're going to play the Saga to draw cards. Boy, I kind of just want to go for the gold and run out another champion. Yeah, that's fine. We'll run out the champion. Like, worst case, they play the Saga or they play Great Henge, and then we just ECD it and draw 2. That seems good. I like that plan. So, but I don't really like Binding the Old Gods as a way to give your creatures Death Touch with Finn, because I think if you're building a Finn deck, you need to be playing like all Death Touch creatures anyway. You might just play it as a removal spell, but I think in general, Finn needs to have a deck full of Death Touch creatures. Opponent gets in, hits us, no blocks, 16. And what's ECD is gonna ECD when it also draws 2 cards? Any thoughts on a Vorinclex Planeswalker or Emergent Ultimatum deck? I have not tried. I have not tried Sultai yet. Well, yeah, we will kill you. We will also draw 2 cards. All right. Oh my god, there they are. And yeah, I guess we smack you for a bit. Down to 18. We could use more black mana, but Vorinclex is incoming. AK Deck, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, I wonder if it'd be worth playing Finn in a deck like that. Like, can you play Finn in a deck just as a creature? Alright. So. Untapped mana for Vorinclex would be our best. Oh boy. We may perhaps be being slightly punished by... Oh, maybe these snow duels are bad. Maybe I gotta cut them. Little punish to draw us 2 snow duels in a row. Well, I guess you get a Vivian for another turn, awkwardly. Is there any card in the set you're excited for Commander? Oh man, there's a bunch. It is an insane Commander set. I actually just recorded... Ooh, is Cardboard live? Oh boy, it's not on. Hang on. Now you get to see my desktop, which is still super clean by my standards. I expect much praises from you, chat, for the clean for the clean desktop. I just recorded the top 10 video with Tomer today. So, yes, there are cards I'm very excited for, and I think they're very good. Opponent, making a bunch of dorks. Tap land. Okay. Thinking, passing, well. Kill the mammoth. More Setessan champions. Well, Vorinclex. Tree line. Oh, can we even... I don't think we can attack. This Vivian is causing issues. We need enchantments. We need more enchantments to trigger our infinite Setessan champions. Opponent. Any Kaldheim drafts on the schedule? I haven't played it yet, but do you want to see a Kaldheim draft? Oh, Niachuk, Tomer said he's editing it. He was planning on editing it, so that was that was why you were not informed. I guess I should have informed you anyway. But yeah, as of this morning, Tomer said he was just gonna edit it. So, do you want to do a draft? There's Showdown. It makes me happy every single time. Oh, let me see Jake Jesus. It still has not gotten old. And our opponent, you see him hovering, like, why don't I have a bunch of cards in my hand? What is going on? Maybe we'll hover over the Vorinclex for him so they know. I do kind of wish that it did the, like, rant, like the red warning signal that Arena does sometimes when you're getting blown out by something. Yeah, make a beast. I don't think you get a counter, though. Well, we're, like, one draw away from doing things. I would like to get rid of this Vivian. Well, go to combat. Attack Vivian. Opponent blocks. And blocks. Huh, okay. Well, in that case, kill that. I was just going to play another Vorinclex, but this is even better, and we get to trample over and hit the Vivian. And it's not gaining loyalty anymore. Setessan champion. Boy, if we draw a single enchantment. If we draw a single enchantment, we will draw so many cards. So many cards. Yes, they're hovering. They're like, why aren't I getting these cards? I hope they put it in Anthology now. The subs are still rolling in. Never-ending subs today. Thank you so much, by the way, for the huge bunch of gift subs. Opponent gets a land. Grows the brush fire. Plays another land. Grows a brush fire. Boy, give us an enchantment deck. Smile upon us, Magic Gods. The funny thing is, if they kill this, we'll just play another one. We're Vorinclex flooded at the moment. Opponent. I think that might be Shatter Skull smashing to kill Vorinclex. I think might be where this is headed. But it's not going to work out long run because we got another one waiting. Oh no, we're 1-0 right now, actually. Record accidentally not updated from last time. So, what have y'all been playing in Kaldheim Standard? How have you been enjoying Kaldheim Standard? I have to say, this is the most fun I've had playing Standard in a while. Like, this weekend, I spent a lot of time playing Standard just for fun. Not even for content. Just like, I'm having fun with this. I'm Vorinclexy, people. Life is good. And it's better, usually if I have for fun Magic time, I play like Historic or Modern or sometimes a Draft or Legacy, but yeah, it is smashing. Well, alright, opponent. You win for now. They actually get a counter on their dork. Hits us. No, Vorinclex. Land. Boy, we just need any enchantment and we can snowball so well. But we can't get any enchantment. Yeah, Rakdos seems sweet. I haven't tried Rakdos yet, but it seems sweet. Sea Creature Tribal. Ooh, like the Mono Blue Snow style deck. That is one of the backup decks if we get tired of Vorinclexing. Ooh, let me see Radiant. Opponent. Yeah, runs out of dork. Spirits looks interesting. Makes a beast. I mean, I guess if we just keep fizzling, eventually they're going to be able to go wide and get through us. Alright, cycle the trio. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Alright, pass the turn. Oh, this is so brutal. Yeah, Spirits looks cool. I like it. Well, now I'm getting a little worried that we're just not going to ever hit an enchantment and we're going to die to the flood. Lovestruck Beast. Where did that... Okay. Didn't bother to make the token. Lovestruck Beast. Makes a beast.
I love making new friends.
About it. Yes, this is awkward. Plays a land, grows a dork. Combat. Okay. Well, enchantment. Enchantment. All right, that's an enchantment. Oh my god, and that's an enchantment. Okay, binding. We will get a handful of triggers. We will kill... What if they attack with everything? Do we die? Do we have to kill a Lovestruck Beast? Block, 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 block. Huh. We might have to kill a creature, awkwardly. Yeah, Streamlabs should be running. We have 4 blockers. They attack with everything. We block here, 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 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, alright. Well, Vivian lives to fight another day. Get a Triumph out of the deck. We draw a bunch of cards. Okay, Elspeth Nightmare is good. Elspeth Nightmare. Get a handful of triggers. Get rid of Brushfire. Draw a few more Magic the Gathering cards. Alright, Shieldbreaker, Brocusher, sure. Land. Land. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Well, pass the turn. That was a lot of lands. A scary amount of lands for us to draw, to the point where, okay, are we still gonna die? We have drawn, I think we've drawn a ridiculous number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we've drawn 16 of 25 in the top half of our deck, and we're still in this game. Like, ultimate floodage, and we're still in the game, which is impressive. Oh yeah, Calyx would be amazing here. Oh my goodness, that would be so good. Oh yeah, we've got most of them out of our deck, and we do get to cycle. And we're not just dead on board. Alright, makes a beast.
I call, and Decoria answers.
We would like to do something soon before Embercleave comes down. Bone Crusher, sure. Land. Alright, not dead yet, not dead yet. Run it out, run them all out. Try to go wide. Well, we will cycle the Triome. Oh, Calyx would be insane. Last Vorinclex. Yeah, binding's fine. Trigger, trigger. Well, we will start with binding. Get some triggers. Kill Bone Crusher. Get the land out of the deck. This is another deck. Binding. Get some triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kill Vivian. The problem is we're just dying. We're just like dying on board. So if our opponent attacks 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, we go to 1. We need to stay alive for one more turn. Yeah, we probably have to play blockers. Well, play Dream Devourer. Swamp. Dream Devourer. No attacks. I mean, next turn we put it away. Next turn it's over. All right. No cleave. No cleave, no death. No cleave, no death. About it. Passes. Okay. No cleave, no death. Well, death touch him up. Binding. I really want to draw Calyx. Trigger. Draw some cards. Blow up a 3/3. No lands left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we Calyx, we will draw our entire deck. But then we win, right? With the attack. We get to kill 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. That's not as fun. We will mill out. Well, all right. All right. Oh, we could ultimate too, but I guess we win. If you insist, chat. I wanted to do fun things rather than win, but why to enter with 14? Vorinclex. If anything sweet happens, the answer is almost always Vorinclex. Oh, did I miss a donation? I'm so sorry. Wait, I don't think there's a donation. There's a million gift subs. Oh, let me see it. I see some bits. Iron Tigerix a while ago. Haunting Voyage. Oh yeah, we talked about Haunting Voyage. Thank you for the bits, by the way. Whew. Well, not bad, not bad. Yes, Vorinclex does double Planeswalker pluses. It also doubles their loyalty when they come into play, and it doubles your Saga loyalty page counters, whatever they are, lore counters. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. Clear about your bro playing in Detroit. He's really good. As a Western New York basketball coach, always cool to follow local talent. Yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there. I think he definitely has some potential, thanks to being super tall. But he's actually very skilled for his size. He's shooting like, I think he's up to like 54% from 3 this season, which is pretty impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, the Jund version is super fun too. That's also on our list. So opponent Eldraining. Drannith Magistrate is sweet. So Drannith Magistrate dooms. Oh, we're gonna time out. Oh, I should have sideboarded quicker. Oh, okay. Can we do this in time? Going on one of you. Oh, we're not going to do this in time, are we? Going on one of you. Going on one of you. Going on one of you. And one of you. Oh! Alright. That's not optimal sideboarding. We're running out, but... running out of time. I will build the Jund version tonight when I get off work. It's a blast to play. Oh, Takato, did you send it by email or in the chat? If you sent it in the chat, send it again, because I did not see it. Well, I'm gonna cut these. We gotta change the mana base a little bit. The mana base is a little bit awkward now that we cut any snow stuff. Come on, lands. I do not see it. My whispers always work oddly. If you want to email it or put it in chat, that would be super easy. Yeah, Chandra's interesting, but the ultimate doesn't do a ton. Ugh, alright. Well, this is not the start we were hoping for. Now we have to birth just to hit a land drop, but we're pretty far behind the Eldraine curve at the moment. So we might just be too slow this game. I am doing wonderfully, Bailey Gaming. How are you? Opponent, land, grows, brushfire, hits us to 9. Oh, another tap land. Well, Triome. Go. Yeah, this is super awkward. Opponent untaps. I mean, if our opponent doesn't do anything else good, we have a shot of stabilizing. Opponent, land grows. I mean, Embercleave also obviously beats us, but combat, attacks, well, we will block. And yeah, I mean, kill Brushfire. Staying alive, sort of, about it. Oh, Maya, nothing? Okay. Well, in that case, binding. What in the world is our opponent's hand? Why are they not doing things? Alright, Bone Crusher down. Opponent untaps draws. Utterly stuffed full of lovely food. Ooh, that's a good place to be. Indian takeout for your mom's birthday. Well, that is awesome. Let's get this tree line out of our way. Well, probably Doom Foretold time. Doom Foretold. Land on green. Go. Mammoth down. Initially, I had Blood on the Snow in the deck, but I ended up cutting Blood on the Snow. And I forgot to change the mana. Well, let's Dream Devour. Hide you away. Hide you away. Alright, oh, they got a bunch of creature removal. Alright, sure. Kills it. I'll Dream Devour. I think getting down the second Dream Devour is fine. Gain a bit of life. And land and whew, I think it's foretell time. Foretell you. Foretell you. Go to combat. Smack ya. Aw, okay. I mean, we have, like, how do you beat this? How do you beat what we have hidden away? How do you beat it? How do you beat it? You don't beat it. You don't. Captain, welcome to the fishbowl for the 13th month. I'm not hearing the splash today for some reason. Thank you for your subscription. Big tip for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent, Giant Killer. I don't think that's going to be enough with what we got going on. Opponent passes. Oh my god, Calyx. Yeah, I mean, Calyx. Tick it up. Whiff. I mean, I guess that makes sense since we have so many enchantments hidden away. Hit ya. This looked bad. This looked really bad at the beginning. Like, this looked really bad in the beginning, but I want to leave up the Heartless Act. I feel like they're... Yes. The least scared that I have ever been of a Great Hedge. Ooh, I got it, Takoto. I got it this time. Opponent. Passing. Well, we will take up Calyx. I feel a concession impending. Elspeth conquers death. See you later, Great Henge. It's too good. It's too good. Great Henge gone. Opponent gains some life. What's Elspeth's nightmare? Get rid of the Giant Killer. Hit ya. Oh, this is going to end with a Calyx ultimate. An insane Calyx ultimate. Past the turn. Opponent. Mammoth. Fighting the good fight. Trying their hardest. Trigger, trigger. Let's get a peek. Oh my god, it's another Great Henge. Get rid of you. Take up Calyx. Whiff. Play the land. I don't really want our opponent to scoop. I want to ultimate Calyx. So let's pass the turn. Opponent. Boy, I love this deck. I love this and the Jund deck. Honestly, I've been crushing with both of them. I think combined, I've been playing those two decks, and I think I'm like, boy, I'd have to look at the exact stats. It's something like 15-4 or something between the two of them. It's pretty good. Both of them have felt really good. Opponent passes. Oh, it gets even more fun. Oh, it gets even more fun. Get back a Dream Devour. +1/+1 counter. Oh, watch this. Watch this. This is without Vorinclex. Satessa Champion. Calyx. Get him back. Get rid of Lovestruck Beast. Get rid of Kazandu Mammoth. Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back, laughing at me up dweebs in gold? Well, I mean, we're not going to be in gold for long, but otherwise, yes. I think so. Sultai Elves. That actually looks very interesting. It reminds me a little bit with the changeling sub theme of the party one we were looking at earlier. Maybe that is the way to make elves work. Wait, lead the stampedes in standard? Where did this come from? Is lead the stampede actually in standard? I didn't actually realize this was in standard. Oh, all right. Well, lead the stampede is in standard apparently. No, that looks fun. Ooh, I want to play Reflections of Lajara too. That looks sweet, Takoto. I like it a lot. That would be something I would definitely consider playing. Well, looks like Vorinclex is still good so far. We haven't even played too many of the matchups where Vorinclex is just like auto win, but so what are at the top of your list for wow, leggy. For future oh yes, mana base. Ooh. Oh, all right, next remind me after this game. So what's at the top of your list for against odds from this set? Tomorrow we have or Wednesday rather, we have a special episode. Well, this is a matchup where if we can get down Vorinclex, it's usually just game. Like Vorinclex against Yorion X is laughably good. We'll see. If they're playing a ton of counters, it can be sketchy, but well, tab line go. Maskwood Nexus, 5-color tree. Well, those will definitely be seeing. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. In Search of Greatness, that could be an interesting one. Well, land Cetizen Champion. Yeah, we'll see. This might be a harder Yorion matchup considering our opponent seems to be on a counterspell version of Yorion. This is actually kind of okay. Yeah. Sure. Now, play it, crack it. Snow-covered swamp, I think. Doom foretold. Get back our Cetizen Champion. Yeah, Orvar is a sweet one. We played it a little bit on early access, and I haven't figured out exactly how to make the deck work, but it seems like it's going to be insane if I can get it to work. Hey, what's up, Sun Thief? Revisit Mono Red Reckless Fireweaver Panharmonicon. That's a Panharmonicon build we haven't played. I think Orvar Panharmonicon seems like it could be cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are we on tapping? Oh, yeah, let's sex the Cetizen Champion, I guess. Calyx. Whoa, Resolves. Okay, take it up. Elspeth Conquers Death. All of them. Go. Alright, there's a land. We're going to be out of gold shortly. Oh, something I really want to play is the Master of Waves combo deck. There's some good modern synergies. That's another modern combo. Mystic Reflection with Master of Waves. So the idea is, all right, opponent has Elspeth Conquers Death. Sure. The bad news for our opponent is we also have Elspeth Conquers Death to get rid of their Elspeth Conquers Death. See, if we find, this is like, just look at what our opponent's playing. If we can find our Vorinclex and resolve it, it just like locks their deck essentially. Very close. Hey, thank you, Datachrome. Yeah, so the idea is Mystic Reflection. Ooh, that's awkward. Well, Doom Foretold, I guess. Hit ya. Get rid of the Elspeth Conquers Death. Opponent. I mean, they are getting beaten down by this knight. So the idea is show. Oh man, we need. We need our Vorinclex. Opponent draws, wow, a bunch of heavy hitters. Land, Glass Casket. Ooh, we might be in trouble now because we have not found Vorinclex. That might be the death of us. Oh, play Dream Devourer. Foretell. Foretell. Ooh, I don't like where we're at, though. No Vorinclex is a problem. Ooh, let me see, Jank Jesus. An update on some Menacey Berserkers? Ooh, I like it. I think that, I like the addition of more Menace stuff. Yeah, I have to give it another shot. I like the updates, Tailspinner. Yarion, blinks, draws a bunch of cards. Sure. Oh, no Vorinclex. Oh, jeez. Wow, Vorinclex just beats this deck. Straight up, opponent's very close to drawing dead. However, we don't have a Vorinclex at the moment. All right. Wow, we might be losing this one. All right, sweep the board for now. I guess the only good news is our opponent is going to have a hard time casting everything they drew. About it. Another Elspeth Conquers Death. And Omen of the Sea, sure. I don't think we need tutors. We just need to draw Vorinclex. Well, that's fine. We get to place a test in Champion. Play a land. Binding. Get rid of ECD, draw a card. Digging for the Vorinclex. Well, pass the turn. So, is Dream Devourer the best standard mana dork in years? I mean, it's definitely very powerful. It is 2 mana, though. And it, I don't know. It's way better than I thought. Is it the best standard mana dork in years? That's harder to say. Opponent, gonna kill our Setessan Champion by the looks. Or not, I guess, which is fine, too. Alright, there's a Doomscar. Well, get a land. Dream Devourer. Foretell. Fable Passage. Go. Ooh. Search for Glory. Yeah? I wonder if it's worth it. Maybe like a one of. It could be worth it. Yeah, I think that's the question. Is Dream Devourer better than 1 mana dorks? Yeah, Sentinel, I wouldn't say it's trash, but it's not a real mana dork. It's a mana dork that requires a lot of work. Yeah, this is another build of Vorinclex. Shimmick. This is Abzan. Yeah, we either need to cut them or add a payoff for them. Yeah, Arbor Elf's definitely insane. About it. Wow. All right, Elrond. Sure. Well, kill Elrond. Opponent does get an extra turn. Well, maybe it's good that our opponent doesn't see Vorinclex, and then they're not going to know that they need to sideboard in answers. I think 1 mana dorks are better because you cast 4 or 5 drops. Dream Devour is better. Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, the 2 mana discount on expensive stuff like Tibalt or Ugin is insane, but it's also not going to let you do 1 drop, 3 drop, which are some of the most devastating. One of the most devastating starts you can get with mana dorks. So. Or are we talking about best Magic players of all time? I think I must have missed that question. That is an interesting question, though. Search for Glory and Dream Devour is what helped my Infinite Turds build in Historic a lot, so they're incredibly good if you run quite a bit of Legendary Sagas. Interesting. Opponent, backside. Huh, okay. Backside, for some reason. We have a new donation from... Alright, Temple Scry. New donation from Icy Doc. Are they going to flip it with Yarion, but then they don't get the card draw? Okay. New donation from Icy Doc. The great thing about donation messages is by the time you're done reading it, chat is already talking about anchovies. Icy Doc. Well, thank you for the donation. Opponents. If we're gambling on games, you should be betting against us in this one. We're in a rough spot here at the moment. Like, I'm getting close to just conceding because I don't actually know if I don't think we can win, and I don't want to give our opponent away more information. If we don't draw something impactful this turn, I think we're gonna just concede. All right, on to game 2. Yeah, we already used our Ugin. It's just a one of. All right, so Duress, Agonizing Remorse, Blood Chief's Thirst, another Ugin. Go, probably not Dranith Magistrate. Go down. Couple of Elspeth Nightmares, couple of Heartless Acts, maybe all the Heartless Acts. Doomscar, and. Well, I guess another Nightmare. Nightmare is just a Duress is kind of meh. Try it like that. Biggest trap card for Kaldheim. I don't think I have one yet. I built in Is It Time Yet deck. Ooh, is it Infinite Turns? Or Extra Turds? Yeah, I gotta figure out. I'm assuming there's like some sort of add-on that I have to enable or something to be able to. Oh boy. Well, hopefully we draw lands. As long as we hit our land drops, this hand's fine. If we don't hit our land drops, we're gonna be sad. We'll see. Schwamp. That is not a land. Well, Agonizing Remorse 1. Take the... Take the negate. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad if we never get down to Vorinclex against this. Hey Seth, got to see the stream live. Having a blast drafting Kaldheim. Ooh, welcome, Exokill. Yeah, I have not. Ugh. Alright, let's keep remorsing. Take Showdown. Play this on white. Go. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to play through the Skyclave. I don't really want our opponent to get the card advantage from Showdown. We just haven't found Vorinclex yet. Alright, so this is fine. Play this on black. Calyx. Tick it up. Probably take Birth, actually. Land drops are good. Smart Trivia! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Showdown of the Skulls is a really good card. It is very solid. All right, opponent Skyclaves, which is fine. Because we get to Binding. Get rid of Skyclave. Pass the turn. All right, if we can end this with a Vorinclex, life will be very good. About it. Is Scalds better than Escape to the Wild? Maybe. At least in some decks. It very well might be. Ooh. Grab a horrible snow-covered duel. We'll just take a Triumph. That's fine. Play the land. Citizen Champion. Birth. I mean, opponent's got nothing to blink with the Orion. I opened a pre-release pack and pulled Zika as my promo and World Tree as my first rare. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's a sign. You gotta build God combo. Hit ya. 16. Go. Well, let me see. Thingam. Green Black Fin. Yeah, some Finfection is going to be taking place on Budget Magic soon. I mean, the build you have is a lot along the lines of what I was thinking. Although some stuff for budget purposes. I mean, could also have Vorinclex, of course. Like maybe you just need more Vorinclexes. That's always the solution. More Vorinclexes. You gotta add for Goldfish Crackers? What are the odds? Alright, opponent has a negate. Sure. Well, in that case, we'll just Doom Foretold ya. Draw a card. Smash you. And this game's going much better, although still no Vorinclex. What does this song need? Have I tried Abzan Yorion Angels? I have not. Have you tried Abzan Yorion Angels? I feel like Embercleave is not all that synergistic with Finn. I guess Double Strike is nice. I guess it does do something. Opponent down to 9. Charming Prince out of here. And Glass Casket, sure. And what? Land Yarion. Land Yarion. Sure. I mean, I think we're fine with this. Opponent, yeah, Glass Casket, gets rid of Citizen Champion. We sacrifice Birth. Elspeth conquers death. Get rid of Yarion. Dream Devour. Oh, we just need Daddy. We need Daddy Vorinclex. Land go. I'm doing wonderful, EJ. I've been having so much fun playing these decks. Like, literally, just so much fun playing Vorinclex decks. It's the most fun I've had playing Magic in a while. Like, both versions, all versions, like, it has just been so sweet. Opponent, sure, Cycles. How are you today, EJ? Ooh, double visions in Elrond's Epiphany does sound spicy. Charming Prince. Yeah. Brett Truck, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Do any of you remember King Missile? It was a musician. Let's sack Dream Devour, I think. Well, this isn't lethal. They could Wrath. You know what? Bloodchief's Thirst. Kill Charming Prince. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. Didn't they? What was their cheese? Was it Cheesecake Truck? The Red Truck made me think of Cheesecake Truck, which, yeah. Well, I guess that's actually lethal. Haha! I knew that. Yeah. You gotta try that deck. It's so much fun. What one? G Slayer. Yeah, I guess I wasn't thinking that Doom Foretold deals damage. I mean, math is for blockers, and we have not been doing much blocking, so yeah, Jesus was way cool. Is another funny one. Up in the chat, Egon. Oh, I see. I do like Egon. Kind of Rakdos Egon Stompy. Muller Buller, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. No math required. Oh, so all right, chat. I gotta ask you this because this came up yesterday, and I was surprised that people thought it was a hot take, but on Twitter I mentioned that the Tybalt decks, where you're mulliganing, Tybalt's Trickery decks, where you're mulliganing into two specific cards, that they're enabled or exist because of London Mulligan, which I thought that was a pretty cold, mathy take, as someone who's played a lot of Zombie Hunt and knows how hard it is to mulligan into one specific card, let alone two specific cards. But everyone was like, I thought it was just math, but it ended up being a huge conversation where where I guess people read into it a lot about the London Mulligan and just kind of went on and on about it. But I was surprised that it was such a thing. Yeah, we probably don't need that. All right, run like that. Day 9 explained it pretty well. What are the actual odds of? I wasn't even thinking it was controversial. I was just like, it is what it is. Like mathematically, before London Mulligans, you can't. There's no way there could be a deck where the game plan is to mulligan into two specific cards. It just like mathematically would not work. Yeah, it sounds fine. You know, duress you. Narset down. Opponent. That sounds actually looking pretty good now. If we can top it off with a Vorinclex. Oh, these pathways. Pathways make my brain hurt. Alright, let's avoid that question for now. Castle-Lockwood, agonizing remorse. Take. What do we care about? It might be Charming Prince. Charming Prince scries. Yeah, alright. Get rid of Charming Prince. You can keep your little Skyclave apparition. Tybalt's Trickery is a terrible card to exist. It was broken either way. I mean, Tybalt's Trickery, Wizards must have wanted it to be a combo piece. Because, like, 99% of cards they make today say your opponent controls on them. So I have to assume that Wizards wanted it to be played this way, that or wanted the possibility to exist. I've never really listened much to New Radicals, so I guess I don't have an opinion. Opponent. All right, finds an Narset. Sure. I mean, we have answers. Narset. Well, cycle a Triome. Pathway on green binding. Get rid of Narset. I mean, opponent's technically ahead on cards at the moment. Yeah, the promo triumphs are sweet looking. I really like those. The showcase cards have been such an awesome addition to Magic in general, I think. All right, opponent eats binding. Oh, yeah, Doom Foretold. Play the land, pass the turn. Oh, does our opponent have an answer? We have not done good at drawing Vorinclexes this match. I mean, counter target spell, and oh, that's a great draw for our opponent. And well, now we might be in trouble. That gets around the Doom Foretold and keeps the Skyclave. Yeah, that is a good one for our opponent. A really good one. Yeah, maybe we should have just Agonizing Remorse. I thought we were going to get rid of the Skyclave and the Yorion would be dead, but... Yeah, that would have... Really? Okay. Well, we got rid of the Skyclave anyway. Opponent. Land. Yorion to draw a card. Sadly, we are going to lose our Doom Foretold still. Yeah, opponent gets it back. Draws a card. Elizabeth Conqueror's Death would be good, or another binding. Opponent leaves one on top. Well, there goes Doom Foretold. Castle Lockwade. Dream Devourer. Ooh, crack this. Snow-covered forest. Agonizing Remorse you. That's a handful of goodies. Now take a Miria's Call, I guess. Hide this away. Well, I don't know. We're going to need to draw something. We're going to need to draw something. Opponents hit some good ones. You got up to 25 extra turns? How did you take 25 extra turns? Opponent. What exactly does Tybalt's Trickery combo with? Oh, the way it's mostly been played as a combo piece is play a 0-mana spell like Stonecoil Serpent or Tormod's Crypt and counter your own thing on like turn 2 to hopefully flip into something massive, basically. Oh yeah, if you an Ultimate Kaya, you can take turns until your opponent concedes if you have Temporal Sundering. How did they get that second trigger? Boy, we just can't find Vorinclex. Alright, well. I mean, I guess this is what we gotta do. Oh, we don't even have the mana. Awkward. Well, hide this away. Draw a card. Oh, we can't do that either. We can't do anything. Alright, well, Doom Foretold then. Oh, bad mana day. Pass the turn. Opponent gets back. Omen of the Sun. Draws another card. Vorinclex Walker seems like has more potential than historic. Standard Walkers are mostly tame except for Ugin. I mean, the thing about, yeah. I think Pathways are actually, like, really bad dual lands, but some people think they're great. Gucky! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, the thing about Vorinclex at Standard is it just, like, hard locks. It's like Blood Moon. It's like Blood Moon that also combos with Planeswalkers and is also a 6/6 trample haste. Like, it's just, like, an insane card. Yeah, Master of Time does not work. Oh, my goodness, I keep... Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Our opponent's been running hot, and that is probably going to be enough to beat us. Yeah, opponent's running hot. We are not, and I think that's game. Oh, that's frustrating. That is real frustrating. It's insane if you get Vorinclex before turn 6. I mean, Vorinclex is just insane, period. Opponent hits us to 1. Yeah, well, this was some bad running. Hey, Seth, I get Mythic 365 for the ladder reset playing my favorite historic deck, Shrines. It's so much fun. Thanks for the awesome content. Really? Wow, jeez. All right. Well, sure. Oh, holy, 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 holy. Oh, I think Pathways are, like, pretty bad. I think Pathways are like, where would I rank Pathways as far as dual lands? So you have, like, fetch lands, shock lands tier. Then you have buddy lands, fast lands tier. Then you have, like, lands that always come into play tapped. Pathways rank ahead of lands that always come into play tapped. But I think they are, like, the worst untapped, the worst dual land cycle that has a chance of coming into play untapped. Hey, welcome, Folsom Foxtrot. Like, I think they're, like, way worse than fast lands. I think they're way worse than buddy lands. Like, the M10, like, that cycle of lands. I mean, this is in general. Like, I'm sure there's certain decks. Okay, they might be, yeah, I would probably rank them ahead of the Port Town cycle. Ugh. Oh, that cycle pains me. Every single time it pains me. We've played them a lot for budget decks, and they work out sometimes, but when they don't work out, it is always so brutal. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, I hadn't thought about those for a while. Those ones are brutal. I think the types would be weird because of how MDFCs work. Because I assume if you fetch a pathway, you would have to fetch the front half into play. Why not a Jund deck like this one without white? I mean, we have a... Did you see the Jund Vorinclex deck? That would be, I would say, what I would consider. So we need a green. Probably this. Something like that. What was the other thing you said? We can try one of the... Oh, hilariously, if we're going to add Search for Glory... If we add a Search for Glory, then we should probably play Snowland still. Which is kind of funny. Maybe we're switching back. Ooh, let me see, Shiverbane. Ooh. Interesting. So it's not actually angels as much as making angels with sagas. That's a cool idea, Shiverbane. I mean, it looks pretty good. How about some uncommon tap lands? Yeah, we had a couple of the snow-covered tap lands, and they did not feel great. We were really good at drawing them at the worst possible time. Ooh, awesome, Benny. Opponent went AFK and I don't want to decede. Well, I will try to keep you entertained. Is it worth... So Search for Glory. I mean, it probably is worth it, honestly. What would we cut for it, though? Search for Glory. Maybe one Heartless Act, and then go back to snow-covered lands? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll try a search for glory. Let's try a search for glory. Tell a joke. Oh my goodness. I'm not very good at telling jokes. I've never been good at telling jokes. It's not really my style of humor. I'm much better with kind of the dry non-joke sense of humor, I think. Graven Lure Spell. Yeah. Blue Snow is also one of our backup decks. I'm not super impressed with the White Black Angel Saga, honestly. My experience has been sagas that mode 1 makes a creature, and then the second 2 modes improve upon that creature. They often end up being first row in games, which, boy, that was a card that I was hyped for, and I really wanted to be good, and I played it, and I played it, and I played it, and wow, that is just an absolute blowout waiting to happen. It is constantly a blowout, just infinite blowouts. I mean, I guess the upside is that the Angel one, a 4/4 flyer for 4, that's pretty fine on its own. Which I think is a big upside. When first throwing games, you're getting a 1/1, and then you need that to live usually to put counters on it, and it gets worse from there. So the Angel one might actually be better, because a 4/4 for 4 is just good enough on its own, when a 1/1 for 3 is not. Why do you think sagas are becoming so prominent? I think the biggest answer is Wizards has printed a lot of good ones recently. Ooh. Would prefer to stop drawing all lands. But this is another matchup where Vorinclex will be insane if we can get it. Oh, Search for Glory. Probably just need to take... maybe Search for Glory is good. Probably just take Binding. Removal spell 1. Huh, maybe Search for Glory will be good. 2 mummies fart at the same time. One looks at the other's direction, say, looks like we have a 2 in common. Oh. I did think this I did think this was pretty good. It was like, oh, wait. Our opponent hides away. More lands. Now, let's Binding. Get rid of Mentor. Ooh. Our opponent probably has Vorinclex. Uh-oh. That's bad for our sagas. So two QAnon supporters die, and they go up to heaven, and they walk up to the pearly gates, and whoever, I don't know, St. Peter, is that who's at the pearly gates? I told you I'm a bad joke teller. But they go up to the St. Peter, whoever's at the pearly gates, and they say, I gotta know, like, you know, is all that true? Like, you know, all the stuff about eating babies and adrenochrome and lizards people, and St. Peter says, no, that's not true. And the other QAnon supporter looks over at him and goes, see, I told you, it goes even deeper than we thought. That's my attempt to tell a joke. Told you I'm not a joke teller. QAnon's not even political. It's just a cult, in my opinion. Like, I don't even think that. I don't even consider it political. I mean, I guess it's like loosely related to politics, but I think it's just sort of a insanity. Heartless Act is good. That means we're not going to lose to an opposing. We're not going to lose to an opposing. We're not going to lose to an opposing Vorinclex, at least. What are they hiding? Is this a Doomscar? Mythos of Nethroi. Mythos of Nethroi might be worth considering for this deck. Well, I guess we get our Doom Foretold value, hopefully. Actually, Mythos of Nethroi seems really good. I might consider adding that to somewhere. Pass the turn. Well, kill that. So we can trigger our Doom Foretold. Opponent loses something. We draw more lands. Ooh. Well, there's Vorinclex. Smack ya. Hit ya. What does this do? When it attacks, defending player chooses a non-legendary creature in your graveyard. Alright. Alright. Well, that's a thing-ish. Is this a Claire? What is going on with our opponent's deck? Opponent. Attacks. Sure. Conclave Mentor. Gains a life. Does not get... Oh, it does get a counter. Huh! Okay, we need what they call a removal spell. Or this is going to keep happening until we lose. Dream Devour, okay. Wow, opponents just got a little bit of everything. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I hope we stop drawing lands. That would be spectacular. Alright, there's Binding, thankfully. Binding. That's the draw we were hoping for. Get rid of Drana. Get a Trio. Elspeth's Nightmare. Get rid of Conclave Mentor. Smack ya. Alright. We're stable-ish again. Put it out of 12. Yeah, Binding Vorinclex is so good. What do you think about trying Dream Devour as copies of 8 to 5 of Heartless Summoning? Vorinclex, and they're done. So when is MTGA mobile? Never. Apparently, it is kind of on mobile now if you have very specific phones. If you have Android, certain models with certain stuff, you can do it now. I do not have the certain phone. Richard did and tried it. He said on his phone, he said on his phone that the game itself was fine and he felt like he could play Magic, but he had a lot of lag issues, which made it a lot less enjoyable. And I think that depends on. No, Arena is best of 3 too. And I think that really depends on your phone. I've heard some people say it worked pretty fine on my phone, and then other people have said what Richard has said, where on my phone it's really laggy and not all that good. So I think you would just have to try it and see how it works with your phone specs. Hopefully, because it's like early access or whatever. So hopefully they will get those kinks worked out and it'll be smoother as it goes along, and hopefully it comes to iPhone at some point. Sad News Bears with the gift sub to One Beardy Boy. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. All right, so we got a sideboard. We're up against Clerics. I have not played against Clerics. So I mean, I think this is probably just a fine matchup anyway, although we did almost got by that Drana for a second. Probably want Oozes. Doomscar's Oozes. Cut the Search for Glory. Cut a Dream Devour. Cut one of these. And Alright, oh boy. Not super happy with that sideboard plan, but when you swap the Snow Duels out, are you going to add Pathways or Temples? I already swapped them out, although maybe we should swap them back in because we added a Snow card again, but but I added in another triome and another basic, I believe. So binding of the or no, not that binding. Binding the Old Gods really likes dual land forests that you can tutor up. So I like the triumphs, and plus they cycle, which is an upside. No, no, it's Abzan. The triomes are mostly just off color. The Inditha one is on color. The Zagoth is just to tutor up as a 2-color dual land, basically. About it. Removal for Conclave Mentor would be nice. Well, I assume that means our Doom Foretold's going away. I mean, Vorinclex seems insane against our opponent's deck if we can get to it. You see him looking at the Vorinclexes very fearfully. Let me know how it works if you get it downloaded. Do you want Yarian in this deck with the Sagas and the Tutor? I don't know. I think... I'm not sure. I guess my feeling is I don't feel like we have that many Yarian synergies. And... Two players cycle. We might cycle. That might be too greedy, but... Well... Man, no attacks. I kind of want to draw Vorinclex frequently, basically. So I feel like going up to 80 cards reduces our odds of drawing Vorinclex, and I just always want to draw Vorinclex. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's my thinking at the moment. Hey Seth, how's the new set? All right, opponent has an Aura. How's the new set? I haven't paid much attention, so I'm a bit curious. It's definitely sweet awesome, dude. There's a little bit of a concern that it might not be quite as powerful as Throne of Eldraine, but... Ooh, that I like. However, it has a ton of really cool cards, and I have really enjoyed playing it. Well, next turn Vorinclex can come down, number 1. Still need another white source would be spectacular. Yeah, I think actually Kaldheim is in a pretty good place. Like, it's very powerful. The problem is Eldraine is just, like, goat powerful. Like, seriously, you can argue that Eldraine is the most broken set ever since Urza's block. Like, there are pretty reasonable arguments that it is just, like, straight up busted. Huh. Huh. Are they leaving up a removal spell? Doesn't even matter. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess we have Vorinclex. And smack ya. I mean, it's a 6/6 treble ace. It's so good. We have a new donation from, wow, a big donation from McCary, $155. Whoa, and another one, $45, $100. McCary, thank you so much. You are an incredibly generous donator, and I... and I very much appreciate it. All right, first donation. Hey, Seth, I have a Nath deck that is part Elf Tribal and part discard focused. I've had a lot of candidates for additions lately. They usually fall on either side. For example, Turgid or Skemfar Avenger. I always worry about taking out elf cards. For discard cards and vice versa, do you have any suggestions for balancing decks that have 2 concurrent game plans? I try to take out discard for discard, elf for elf, but sometimes it makes me pick between the 2 effects when I want both. Ooh. So my advice would be, if you're playing something like Nath, I think that splitting down the middle 50-50 is going to be tough. I think you are either going to be a Nath deck that is primarily an elf deck with a discard sub-theme, or you're going to be a Nath deck that is a discard deck that maybe has an elf sub theme. So I think that being actually 50-50 balance is going to be probably pretty challenging to pull off. So I would probably like trend a little bit in one direction or the other. I think that Turgid is absolutely insane. I think it'll probably get you killed a lot because people are very afraid of it already. But I would have a hard time not playing Turgid. Even if it meant weakening my elf theme, I think it's just so insane in a discard deck that I would definitely make room for it. At the same time, I see what you're saying with like Skepfar Avenger. That wants a lot of elves. Does that get too weak if you start putting him in more discard stuff? But I think, thank you again for the donations, but I think it's just a matter of figuring out that balancing act. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Good to see you, good to see you. All right, before our next game, we have a quick reminder that our sponsor this afternoon is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you get them at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. So how are you enjoying the Vorinclexing? Are you enjoying it anywhere near as much as I am? Do you want to, Vorinclex is so sweet. I kind of wonder if we should should we just keep Vorinclexing and then we can save some of the other sweet decks for like tomorrow's stream? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? All right, let's stick with Vorinclex for the time being. I mean, we got a lot of streams coming up, and also a lot of videos coming up. We could switch to Jund a little bit. We haven't played any Jund. All right, after this match, we'll switch to Jund. We played Giants on early access, but we haven't actually done it apart from that. All right, we're gonna hit our lands. We're gonna hit our lands. Yeah, we'll Jund them. We'll switch to Jund after this match for the rest of the stream. Well, that works. Mana's gonna colors might be clunky, but this will gonna land, get us to our other stuff. Oh. Someone else has woken up to the power of Dream Devourer. A little bit worried about that. Dream Devourer is really good. Looking forward to a new Praetor Tribal dominating Standard 4 sets from now. What do you think they're doing with Praetors in Standard? Like, what do you think the plan is? Valky. Oh wait, are they playing our Jund deck? They might be playing our Jund deck. Takes a Vorinclex. Oh, I would love a green source. They're building towards a new Phyrexian set. I mean, that was kind of my guess. I think we kill Dream Devourer and trust that by the time our opponent gets to 6 mana, we're going to have drawn a green source for this binding. Our opponent getting this Vorinclex would be disastrous. I guess any land gets us to Doom Foretold, which isn't bad. Oh, they are playing our Jund deck. We might lose to this because our opponent has Vorinclex. And that's a card I'm scared of. Yeah, that's kind of my thinking is we're going to get like a little trickle of Praetors, and then we got to be going back to like New Phyrexia, right? It's got to be. That's gotta be what's happening. Binding, Luca, Heartless. I will take Binding. Land and Doom Foretold, one of infinite. Pass the turn. Eat the Valky. Still need green mana, desperately. Have you tried Dream Devourer into Peer into the Abyss combo? I have not. Wow. Are we gonna get to fire off 2 of these? That's insane. Alright, yeah, Pathway. Your go. I'm surprised, why did our opponent not Solemn? Solemn seems like a free roll, but maybe discarding it's better. Yeah, 2 Vorinclexes do cancel each other out. I think in general. There might be some wonkiness with the rounding down in very narrow cases, but Why not Turgid in this deck since they sacrifice and discard? Mostly because we only have like 3 Doom Foretols, and we're not really built around. Doom Foretold. It's just kind of like in our colors and synergizes. I feel like I'd want more Turgid stuff to make it work. Well, the time has come for us to win the game. It's a Vorinclex. Vorinclex. Smack ya. And knowing what our opponent's playing, it should be hard for us to lose now. Opponent goes to 8, draws a card. Yeah, what is actual combo with Devour and Peer? Just to like ramp into Peer? Ooh, Colossal Plow? Oh, Colossal Plow does seem sweet if it can get going. Tibalt, oh, opponent. So good, unless there's a Vorinclex, and there is. And now we will politely kill you. It is kind of funny that Vorinclex hoses other Vorinclex decks. Alright, so we gotta be aware of our opponent also playing Vorinclexes. And, alright. Opponent, done. Out of gold. Well, we kind of crushed with the Abzan build. We lost 1, but 4-1 is reasonable. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh, Vorinclex in Historic does sound sweet. How about adding Ultimatum? I mean, I could see playing a Eerie Ultimatum. We kind of have Calyx, which can do something similar. All right, let's play some more Jund. We haven't played Jund on stream. Switch it up slightly with the deck we actually just beat. Jund Vorinclex. I will update the deck list in the chat, and then so today will just be Vorinclex day, and then we can get to like Mono Blue and the party deck and so forth tomorrow probably. Yes, rank reset today, and we're up to plat, but that's because Vorinclex is busted. Which Vorinclex deck? I'm honestly not sure. Like, personally, I've been just crushing with both of them. I feel like their records are roughly similar. Which one is actually better? I'm not 100% sure. This one is definitely more likely to do big, splashy, fun things, like Insta-Ultimate Planeswalkers. The other one, Binding the Old Gods and Elspeth Conqueror's Death together, is just an absurd amount of unconditional removal. I think the Plow deck looks spicy for sure. The curve is a little bit worrisome, maybe. Seems like we might have a lot of games where we're not doing. I mean, I guess hopefully there's either Colossal Plow or Griffinary for turn 2. But it seems like we're very 3-drop heavy. But I like the idea of it. And I think Plow, like, you got all the stuff that can crew Plow. I wonder if the Ox would be worth it. I guess Ox is pretty bad outside of exactly Plow, but it would be a 1-drop. But yeah, I think the idea is definitely sweet. I like the Griffinary mashup. That seems to work pretty well with Plow. All right, so this is Jund Vorinclex. You might have seen this yesterday on Mucha Brew. So the idea of this deck, what does Luca do? Luca was initially a 4-of, and the thinking on Luca was essentially twofold. One is we can sacrifice Solemn to get Vorinclex, and then Ultimate Planeswalker. Hopefully, we'd have our mana up to Ultimate Planeswalker, so it helps find Vorinclex, which is good. It also does Ultimate instantly, although Ultimate's kind of like meh, because we don't have that many creatures. It also digs for Tibalt in a weird way, since it's actually Velky in our deck. So the +1's not insane, but it does usually hit a creature most of the time. However, I think it's the weakest planeswalker in the deck, so I have slowly kind of trimmed down from 4 to 2 and now down to 1. In its place, Extinction Event. I'm not sure if it should be 3 Extinction Event, 2 Heartless Axe, or 3 and 2, but added in a bit more removal for the aggro matchups. But really, what's this deck trying to do? It's trying to get to Vorinclex. It's trying to play a planeswalker after Vorinclex, and that essentially just straight up wins the game, more or less. Planeswalker Chandra, we can look at the planeswalkers. Are there other planeswalkers in our colors that are worth considering? I did look through them before. This one? Chandra Heart of Fire, +1. I do think the synergy between Chandra and Dream Devourer is pretty interesting. So that could be worth considering. On the other hand, the ultimate does just stone nothing. Like, literally does nothing. That's the drawback. Target opponent loses 2 life for each creature card in their graveyard. Probably not enough. I didn't know this card was a thing. Gain control of all creatures. Getting someone with Rowan would actually be kind of funny. Just Insurrection in Standard if we have down Vorinclex. It's so bad if we don't. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. Until end of turn, you may cast spells from your hand without paying. Oh! That Chandra could actually work. That Chandra's ultimate's like Ugin's ultimate almost. Like a worse Ugin's ultimate. Don't have elves for Tyver. Vivian doesn't really have an ultimate. This Garrett cares about creatures, which we're just not creature heavy enough. And then we have stuff that would be multiple colors. Nissa doesn't really have an ultimate. Big Garrick, a little light on creatures, although I think it's close. Like, being able to down ticket a bunch of times is pretty powerful, and the wolves are good blockers. But yeah, so I don't know if any of the other creatures deserve to be in the pile. I actually think out of the ones, I'm sort of interested in one Garrick. And then as far as just like the ultimate, this Chandra is probably the best of the bunch. Yeah, I mean, and then if we went into more colors, like Kaya would be pretty sweet in this deck. We have a decent amount of legendaries. Ashiok could be good in the deck. I think Royal Scions is actually pretty sweet. Just draw 4, deal some damage. Like, that seems decent if we ended up being in blue. I do think there's also a Sultai build of this deck that we haven't tried yet, where you can do kind of a lot of what we're doing. But let's say if you go into blue, what do you get out of the deck? I think the biggest is Emergent Ultimatum. Emergent Ultimatum is pretty sweet because you can Emergent Ultimatum and get a pile that's like Planeswalker, Vorinclex, or extra turn Vorinclex, Planeswalker, something like that. And almost no matter what your opponent chooses, you're probably going to win the game. So I think there's potential there. I'm not sure if blue adds a ton as far as Planeswalkers in specific, though. I'm on the fence about Teferi Master of Time. With Teferi Master of Time, it only comes in with 3, so it doubles up to 6. So then you can plus on your turn +2 because of Vorinclex, plus on your opponent's turn +2. That gets you to the -10. So you still have to survive a turn with it on the battlefield, basically. Yeah, Emergent can't get Ugin, so you'd have to consider that. Each creature target opponent controls phases out until your next turn. They can't phase in. Okay, not great. You can make infinite Jaces with the Jace that's in Historic, and I think that's something to consider. We're not going to do it today because it's going to take a lot of deck building. However, if you look at Historic, oh my goodness, the possibilities are pretty ridiculous. Okay, let's do this real quick, and then we're going to play Magic, I promise. But this is something I'm excited for at Historic, because if you look at Historic, you have the mana fixing to potentially go 5 colors. And if you look at Planeswalkers that you can ultimate right away, there are some really sweet options that don't exist in other formats. Curabest the Sea God would be a good Emergent Ultimatum target. Jace Cunning Castaway is just infinite. Jace Cunning Castaway, instantly gets to the -5, so you can make 2 more Jaces, but then you can, so then with the 2 Jaces, you can ultimate another one to make 2 more, take down the other one for an illusion, and then 2 more Jaces, a token, 2 more Jaces, a token. You get to do that an infinite number of times, which is pretty sweet. So that is a cool synergy. You also get some like protection stuff, which is nice. Creatures you control can't be blocked? That's the ultimate? Oh my goodness. This is like the... That's even bad for a Planeswalker deck, Planeswalker. What else is there that is sweet? Zombies from the graveyard, a Wrath, Liliana's Death Mage, Tranquil's Leaves... Oh, we saw that one in Standard. But yeah, Infinite Jaces is sweet. Liliana Dreadhorde General is also insane. Essentially just cataclysming when it comes into play, and you can make zombies with it to make blockers. That's another one of the big upsides of doing it in Historic, I think. This Chandra, obviously really strong. The ultimate's good. Everything about this Chandra is good. So that would be another possibility. I think that... Do we have Tameo? Is Tameo on the client yet? We haven't got back that far, have we? Tameo that has the Omniscience Emblem ultimate is... I mean, then also in Historic, you can go infinite with Kaya, with the legendary sorceries, which is sweet. I don't think we have the... Yeah. We don't have Omniscience. Yeah, we don't have Omniscience Tameo yet, but... Oh, also Nico Bolas just wins a game on the spot, so that's another... Vraska's another good one, 6-mana Vraska, so we'll have to try a Historic build at some point as well, but... Alright, let's play some more Magic. Let's play some more Magic before I gotta upload the podcast in a bit. Alright, John Vorinclex time. Let's keep the fun rolling. Samet fetches any... Ooh, yeah, Samet actually is a sweet one. It's pretty bad outside of the ultimate, but otherwise it's very good. Oh, yes, we've been Vorinclexing fools all afternoon, and it's been working so far. We've ranked up. We are out of gold after the reset. Sure. I mean, we got Dream Devour. No big payoff, but Dream Devour is good. Yeah, sure, Shiverbane. I'd love to see it. Alright, play a land. Pass the turn. M19 Tezzeret lets you grab any card you want from your deck and put it on the battlefield every turn. Ooh, is it any card or is it artifacts? I mean, artifacts are fine too. But, do we just play some black? Yeah, let's go black. Dream Devourer. Go. Well, that's actually pretty sweet. That's actually a really good ultimate. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Vorinclex seems good here too. Well, we will start hiding away some things for next turn. Solemn first. Pathway on red. Smack ya. Opponent. Samet's +1 is decent with a hasty 6/6 trampler. Wait, let me look up Samet. I thought I had like a weird shock or something. Samet the Tested. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, play a land. Crack this. Get green. Hide this away. Play this. Oh yeah, one creature gets double strike. That actually is pretty scary with Vorinclex. You are correct. That actually is pretty sweet. Well, hit ya. Down to 6 in. This one might be over already. Opponent's just not hitting the lands. Yeah, opponent. Done. Well, not super scared of what our opponent's doing. We'll bring in a couple Raz. We'll bring in... is Crush the Weak good enough? I don't know if Crush the Weak is good enough. Yeah, Dream Devour is so good. That's another card that's just, like, such a sleeper. Jason Raveler was an Amaket remastered. It was for some reason. I'm really not sure why, but it was. Huh. How much removal do we bring in? So I guess we can go down Luca. Heartless Axe seems really bad against +1/+1 counter deck. Extinction Event's good. I guess like Bloodchief's Thirst in? Valky, Dream Devour, Cultivate. I mean, it might be just like this. Maybe we don't want Liliana. Run it like that. I found Crush the Weak from the sideboard because I never found myself using it. Yeah, I think that it is pretty matchup dependent. I think if like the Boros aggro decks that have been starting to take off keep catching on, then it could definitely have a spot. Yeah, we were playing Abzan just a minute ago. I think it's hard to be red and white. What's so good about Valky? Oh, Valky itself is kind of meh, but Tybalt is insane with Vorinclex. So that's kind of the upside. Well, let's start hiding stuff away. Play the land, pass the turn. Well, don't kill us, don't kill us. I mean, we should, if this Dream Devourer lives, we can get to Ugin in 2 turns, and hopefully that's enough. Unless our opponent has Vorinclex. Yeah, the Foretell mechanic's sweet. Dream Devourer is especially sweet. I mean, Valky's fine. I don't not like Valky. Oh boy, that's a start. Oh, this might be a little slow. We'll see. Well, crack this. So we do have just a bit of red. Well, all right. So we take a huge beating. Down to 11. Play this on red. Solemn. Get a land. And we gotta Ugin. If we don't Ugin, we're just gonna die. Alright. Chump block, no death, no great henge, Ugin, hope. Skelamandolf, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dream Devour's are really good. Have you come around reading my email yet concerning the movie stream you talked about last? Ooh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I did see it, Guani, and I looked it over, but I haven't really read it over in depth. But I will. All right. Well, we're not dead, which is good. We get to draw a card, which is also. Ooh, I wish we could make it one more turn. We can't, though, right? We just gotta... Well, I mean, I guess Ugin's fine. Ugin with Vorinclex is even better, but... yeah, I mean... Gotta do what you gotta do to not die. -5. I mean, our opponent could have another Questing Beast. That would be frightening. Opponent. Land. They could also have their own Vorinclex. Oh! Oh! Okay. This is fine. See, the only way we lose with Vorinclex is to other Vorinclexes. Opponent hits us. What was the last full album you bought? Like music? It was... What was the last album? So... that doesn't work. Well, we'll see. Hit ya, pathway. No attacks. Oh, we could be dead in the great Vorinclex War. Yeah, they got a fight spell, I think. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Well, Vorinclex, it's really good. Vorinclexes basically cancel each other out for the most part. Well, I don't know if we change anything. Opponent's just got a bunch of random big stuff. It's just like mono green big stuff. Yeah, run it back. We're on the play. Hopefully we get the Vorinclex. You can't binding into a Vorinclex because it does nothing. So I don't really buy... The only albums I buy now are records to, like, vinyl. Because I'm trying... Well, this hand could work. Because I'm trying to build up a bit of a vinyl collection. And I believe the last one I got was... I think it was the Fugs album. I think it was the Fugs... Wow. Is it just Fugs? I'm trying to remember. It's either like Fugs or like the Fugs first album it's called. Yeah, it is literally called first album. The Fugs first album. Well, we will play a Pathway on green. Go. Opponent. What was the last album you bought? Eminem, Music to be Murdered by, Side B. Ooh, I don't think I've ever listened to that. Aqualung on vinyl a few weeks ago. Yeah, thrift stores you can get some pretty sweet deals sometimes on old vinyl. I haven't been to look at the thrift stores around here in a while. I need to. I haven't been... I mean, it's mostly pandemic stuff. I used to do a ton of thrift store shopping, but I try not to just go out and do random, unnecessary things now, for the most part, because of the pandemic. Well. Maybe binding's fine. Whenever a creature becomes a target of a spell. Do we binding or extinction event? Yeah, there can be slight weirdness with... Alright, we'll binding. There can be weirdness with the rounding down once in a while. And I mean, I guess the other thing is, I think it's worth using Saga removal before there's a Vorinclex, for the most part. So I think that's also kind of the tiebreaker. Old Growth Troll. Opponent hits us. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think we gotta... Triumph Pathway. Oh. So if we Vorinclex, we can Vorinclex into Tibalt if our opponent doesn't have Vorinclex. I mean, I guess even if they do, it's fine. How does this go wrong? We Vorinclex and they have the fight spell, but their creatures aren't big enough to fight. Yeah, I mean, we came here to Vorinclex. Let's do it. And I think we're going to not attack, though. I don't really want them to flip this Old Growth Troll. We just want to wait one more turn and play this this Tibalt. And start ticking down. Opponent has Questing Beast. And a land. Jeez. Alright. Oh my god. Well, opponent had the 4-card combo. Yes, they did. Yeah, I mean, that is a way your opponent can potentially get out of it. Well, not enough snow to matter. Yeah, that little wombo combo there might actually save our opponent. Opponent untaps. And Vivian. And makes the dork.
We will adapt to any threat.
I'll play Vorinclex. Attack Vivian. Oh, this is close. This is super close. Opponent gonna jump. Vivian goes to 1. All right, what does our opponent have? Oh, this is so close. This is so close. Ooh, just bought a ton of MF Doom albums. Sweet. All right, opponent makes a beast. And Great Henge. Well. Wow, this is so close. I mean, if we Tibalt, they have the Great Henge, though. We can Tibalt Ultimate, but then we really don't want our opponent to untap with the Great Henge. And there's no lands in the graveyard. So we can Tibalt Ultimate. All right, we'll Tibalt. Ultimate Tibalt. I think this is a sweet line. Tibalt Ultimate. Cultivate. Snow-covered forest, snow-covered swamp. Play the land. Swarm Shambler. No attacks. So our opponent gets 1 turn. They get 1 turn with the Great Henge. But next turn it's done. So, kill us if you can, opponent. Kill us if you can. I mean, is it greedy? I guess it's kind of greedy. Opponent, Vivian, makes a dork. I mean, look at all these cards, though. Like, wow. Look at all these cards. Look at all the cards. Oh, there's going to be a next turn. I got faith. I got Vorinclex faith. You gotta trust in the Praetor. Opponent. Oh my god, they're passing. Okay. So, in that case, we will take up to ball. Show us the Nugan. Binding. Give us some triggers. Blow up the Great Henge. Opponent gains some life. Last Forest. Binding. Blow up Vivian.
I didn't expect to be prey.
Play the land. Ugh. How can we die? Alright, let's just Dream Devour. That was a decent turn. That was decent. That was pretty good. I think the average word count of KHM is, someone said it's the wordiest set we've ever had. Whether or not that's true, I haven't actually confirmed, but someone said that this is the most words we've ever had on in a Magic set. Like, average word per card. More Great Henges, sure. And a land. I mean, not one turn for us to win, but I don't think our opponent can win from here. Like, one turn until our opponent no longer has a possibility of winning, which I think is where we're at now. Well, Tibalt. Take it up. Snow-covered forest. Binding. Get rid of the Great Henge. The greedy line pays off. How many MDFC gods, having so many MDFC god cards probably pushes over any other set. Yeah, I wonder if it's controlling for that. Like, even if you included each MDFC as 2 cards rather than 1, I think there's still a chance that it would be the wordiest set, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, but we've had other flip card sets in the past, so there's at least some examples. But yeah, I think that it might still be. But MDFCs are 1 card. I mean, yeah, technically. But in reality, are they really? Do you think they may have to ban Vorinclex eventually? I mean, I wouldn't worry about it yet. I think the question, I think Vorinclex is very good. And a 6/6 trample haste is good. And hating on stuff is good. And doubling your stuff is good. But I do think that it's something where, we're going to keep this. They'll keep and trust we hit cultivate mana. But I do think that the metagame can adjust to it. Like, right now, people are going super... People are going super heavy at... on the Saga plan for removal. And I think if people shy away from that a bit more, then that would power down Vorinclex at least a bit. Well, let's just Valky. See what we're dealing with. Okay, well. Alright, so opponent's got a bunch of fight spells. And they got a bunch of ramp spells. Is, like, mono green a new thing? Yeah, thankfully Cardboard Live helps a lot with stuff like that. Podet, Lotus Cobra, land. Add some mana. I mean, our opponent's going to be about out of cards, though. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe this is going to be fast enough with our opponent being on the play. They get to, like, fight Valky and get in for a bunch. We're going to cultivate. They're going to have this thing. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's going to be too fast. We need Extinction Event. That would be insane. Do you have any interest in trying a Spell Shift Primal Surge deck out on stream sometime this year? Priorities, I assume, definitely new set, but I'm curious if it's on your radar. What are we doing? Let's play this on red. Cultivate. See if we're dead. Red, green, black. Well, snow-covered forest, snow-covered swamp. It's possible, J.K. Torberg. I think it's a really cool idea. I expect we're going to be playing Kaldheim stuff for the next bit, but it definitely is something that is on my radar for the future, potentially. Yeah, I think punishing Sagas is probably a positive. Ugh, more lands, more lands, more lands. Are we literally dead? I think so. Well, sometimes your opponent has 2 Lotus Cobras, and you don't draw any removal. And this is one of those. Well, 2 Lotus Cobras and 2 Primal Mites. Yeah, I think it's definitely a sweet idea, JK. So definitely a possibility. Gutter Snipe, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Questing Beast. Yeah, sure. Well, I think I still like our matchup here, but that was a really very solid hand for our opponent. So we'll bring in the Wraths. Bring in... I guess we can go down the Luca. Bring in the Wraths. Maybe... Frostbite, Bloodchief's Thirst. Probably Bloodchief's Thirst. How do we make the room? Extinction of Vet seems really good. Liliana's fine. I guess we can trim 1 and trim 1 Solemn. Ugh, and maybe 1 Valky. Let's try it like that. It goes well, Gutter Snipes. How are you today? I don't think we really know for sure what the best deck in the format is at this point. Alright, give us lands or literally give us death. Are you going to play Tibalt's Trickery in Modern before they ban it? Maybe. I'm still not sure that it's a deck that's going to end up being bannable. I don't know. We'll have to give it a try. We'll have to give it a try. But yeah, I mean, we already played it in Standard. And I don't know how much more we learn by playing it in Standard again, because it kind of just does the same thing every time. You know what? Let's Valky. Maybe we can steal something good. Jorn actually seems interesting. So this is like Mono Green Legends. This actually looks kind of like, a little bit like the deck we played during Early Access. So if we take Jorn, then we can kill the Lotus Cobra. Or we take Lotus Cobra. Opponent does nothing. We turn this into Lotus Cobra and kill Jorn the next turn. I guess that's better. I'll take Lotus Cobra. So yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna end up in. Yeah, our opponent's deck looks sweet. I'm not sure how it's gonna end up in Modern, because I feel like Thought Seizes and Force Negations, I feel like there's interaction for it. Maybe it's too good when. I mean, it seems like the 100% build seems to be what people are on for the most part, where you play 4 Cascade spells, 1 Tibalt's Trickery, and then Emrakul's, and then just try to mulligan into the Cascade spell with a transformational sideboard plan. Maybe that's a real thing. All right, opponent gonna play a little bit of ramp. Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. Opponent passes. Still gonna need to draw lands. Well, alright. Become a Lotus Cobra. Play the land. Oh, well, I mean, the question is, do we draw land here? If we do, we're in business. If we don't, things could go bad in a hurry. Opponent plays Jorn. Alright, we do draw land, so Temple. Ugin's gonna go bottom for now. Add mana. I I guess we probably gotta kill Jorn? Like, how bad is Jorn? Do we have to kill Jorn? I mean, we can Solemn next turn either way. Yeah, let's kill Jord. Kill Jord. Get in with Cobra. Hit ya. Opponent. Untaps. With Warrior, could they be... what Warrior could they be playing with Crest? I am not sure of the answer to that. Well... Solemn. Toski, really? That's another one I haven't really seen anyone playing. Red, green. This can go on green. Now, Snow-Covered Swamp. Add a mana. Play as on green. Add a mana. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know if they actually have a warrior, or if that's just a random creature name. Yeah, Toski is a really good commander card. Vorinclex for our opponent goes attacking. I'll block Toski. Opponent gets to draw a card, unfortunately. Camp Binding with a Vorinclex out. Doesn't do anything. So we got to get our Vorinclex first. You know what? Maybe we should... Oh, but they could have that silly fight spell. And if they can fight, then that's real bad. Oh, we're in a weird situation. Maybe it's God Tribal with World Tree and Maskwood Nexus. Oh, maybe what is? Six, seven, eight. Block. Alright, hit you to 8. Pass the turn. Buddha. Hey, what's up, General Chow? How are you? I mean, I'm trying to set up Binding to kill the Vorinclex, and then we just win. So that's the goal. Nylea. Jeez, Questing Beast. Well, okay. I guess I was not expecting our opponent to keep top-decking those threats. Well, the Toski's actually working for our opponent at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we win though, right? We kill Questing Beast. 1, 2. Ugh. We don't win. That survives. I mean, we play the Saga when we have Vorinclex. Yeah, we also have Vorinclex. But Nylea lives. But we also have Vorinclex. So it's fine. I mean, we have to Extinction Event, I guess. I'll go attacking. Opponent blocks. And blocks. Drops to 6. Ugh, I don't think this wins us the game, though. Pass the turn. Ugh. Yeah, Toski actually worked for our opponent that game. Opponents. Lotus Cobra. I mean, we're playing Jund right now, so it has gone very well. We've just basically crushed everyone. Opponent draws a card. Well, binding, kill Lotus Cobra. The problem is this is going to end with our opponent drawing with their haste thing. So if we don't draw anything, we are going to die to random haste thing at some point. Like right this second. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was brutal. Well, interesting. There's a random ace thing. Huh. I kind of want to play that matchup again because I'm pretty sure we should crush it a pretty high percentage of the time, but worked out that game. Think we should play the Extinction Event first? Yeah, maybe. Although if we played Extinction Event first, then our opponent would have been able to follow up with Questing Beast and God. So I don't know if it would actually mattered. Favorite Kaldheim card? Well, probably Vorinclex at the moment. Put it. Is Luther worth it, or is it still better to slide in something else? I mean, I still have a Luca. But I am playing less than at some points in the past, so less Lucas, but I think some are still worth it. Alright. Eldraine time. Well, try 'em, go. We shall see. Opponent. Hey, question, should I crack open my packs and start brewing, or keep rare drafting for fun and value? I think it really depends on what you're enjoying, Awesome. If you've been enjoying Limited, then stick with Limited, but well, kill Bone Crusher, I guess. Pass the turn. Opponent. Well, we're hopefully going to be able to solemn into Vorinclex and see. Opponent. Lovestruck Beast. Yeah. Eldraine. I thought it was pretty funny that people were saying this was a new deck. So. Well, I guess we got to keep binding. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. I was like, oh, new deck. It's, let me tell you what this new deck is. It is Adventures, except it has Showdown of the Skulls. Scavenging is for our opponent. Eats Bone Crusher. Goes attacking, down to 9. We draw some more nothingness. Well, hopefully we draw something before it's too late. I'll play a land. Cultivate. Get a land. Solemn. I mean, we have enough mana to cast an Emrakul. Solemn grabs more lads. Try to leave Force in your deck for Binding of the Old Gods. I'm done, but it's kind of a no way to return situation. Limited is fun, but look at this. Vorinclex looks awesome also. I mean, you could probably do both. Rare draft and also play Subconstructed. Keep it fresh. Shatter Skull Smashing. Can we draw a real card? Alright. Real card. No. Well, that's unfortunate. That was a lot of lands in a little action. I actually don't really like the snow frame. I actually think the snow frame's kind of meh. But I'm glad you enjoy it. I feel like it. I don't know. I guess I like it on some cards. I don't think I like that on Magic Online they went back and did it to all the snow cards. So like Icefang Quaddle and the old snow cards. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think having a snow border makes some amount of sense. But I don't know if I like the faded look. I would be fine if it was just the Kaldheim stuff, but I don't like going. I actually had an issue. I didn't like that on Magic Online as well. They went back and when they introduced the legendary frame, they didn't just put it on new legends, which makes sense to me, but they went back and like, we're gonna change every legend that has ever been printed and add it on there. So I don't really like the going back and changing of old cards. But I mean it's fine, I guess. I guess the fadedness kind of works with the theme of snow. Like, it's snowy, so you can't see very well. Like, you're looking through a snowstorm or something. So I think I see what they're going for. At a minimum. Alright. Well. Your go, opponent. Isn't there a better planeswalker than Luca in Standard? I actually don't think so. Oh dear. Oh, if only we could mix our hands together and have and have two functional hands of lands and spells instead of one with all lands and one with all spells. I mean, there's other planeswalkers that are red and also powerful, but I'm not sure if there's another planeswalker in Standard that... Another red planeswalker in Standard that works with what the deck's trying to do. Like, Chandra is fine, but its ultimate is literally dead. So I guess, like, the card draw is nice, but does that make up for the deadness of the rest of it? I'm not sure. Vivian has no ultimate, essentially. And the other thing is, we just don't have that many creatures. So, like, Garruk is kind of cool, but I feel like because we only have Dream Devourer, Velki, Solemn, and Vorinclex, and two of those are legendary, I feel like we might not get a ton of value out of tutoring up a creature. Not that it's bad, but I feel like some of those things could be sweet, but I'd almost want to, like, rebuild the deck to better take advantage of them. Red is primarily for Tybalt. Because Tybalt is great. Tybalt, I think, is very close to Ugin in terms of how good it is in the deck, so yeah, we want red for Tybalt, so we gotta have at least some red. Green-black Garruk is okay, but it's another one where the ultimate's, like, kind of middling. Well, we get to draw a card. Well, I mean... Huh. Yeah, I mean, I guess we make him have an answer. Smash ya, Vorinclex, land on green, go. Well, if we draw a land, we get to ultimate Ugin, and that's when things get crazy. Opponent, green mana finally. Assuming Vorinclex lives. Opponent, Innkeeper. Oh boy. Give us that land. Give us that land. Well, I guess this is a good consolation prize. Tybalt. Ultimate, cultivate. Land. Alright, well, alright, opponent. You get one turn. Kill us, kill Vorinclex, or the Ugin loop begins. Freedy! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Brushfire, Elemental. I mean, really, it's trying to set up the Ugin for next turn. Opponent. Everything at Tibalt. Sure. Like, we just want to make sure we hit the mana for this, because this is going to be bonkers. This is going to be really good. Showdown. Oh, sad opponent. Well, hello, Ugin. Ultimate. We will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into play. We will keep the new Ugin. We will get a few triggers. Kill you. Yeah, I guess kill you. You could potentially ultimate 4 Ugins in a row in the same turn. That is probably the most spectacular thing that I can do, is just Ugin ultimate, Ugin ultimate, Ugin ultimate, Ugin ultimate. Alright. Oh. Do you think Ugin is a play? I mean, Ugin's pretty good. Not bad. It might catch on if the meta's right. Oh. All right, this is probably going to be our last game of the stream for today, and then I got to go upload the podcast. However, good news is we will find someone sweet to raid, and another stream tomorrow, 25-ish hours from now. But last one, can we go out on a high note with Vorinclex? And then tomorrow, probably party a little bit of party, maybe some mono blue snow. Yeah. Do we want more removal? Can we fit in more removal? Let's go with the Wraths. Is a card good if it can be played in any deck and pretty much an instant win? I think that would probably push it towards a good camp. Ooh, let me see Gutter Snipix. Ooh, awkward. Extinction of... we're going to mulligan. Wow. Okay. Hopefully we draw something to do before turn 1,000,000. That's a risky one, but we're on 6, so... Well, Blood on the Snow, that could help us stabilize eventually. Alright, Solemn's a keep. Wow, this is slow. I mean, I guess we can Velky. Running out Velky is something, at least. Abzan Doom. Ooh, that looks sweet. Some Eerie Ultimatums, the good Sagas. Little Vorinclex light. Otherwise looks real good. I'll take Bone Crusher. And yeah. Pass the turn, see if we remain in the land of the living. Embercleave's is scary, obviously. Bone it, land, Ed. Well, Lovestruck Beast, that's a good one. Yeah. Lovestruck Beast, draws cards, goes to combat, attacks. Yeah, sure. Play Dream Devour. Play the Trio. I think the question is going to be, do we get janked out by Embercleave before we resolve Blood in the Snow? Oh, it's going to be super close. Super close. Brushfire Elemental about it. Oh, yeah, we can't block. No blocks. Down to 14. White mana. Well, binding. Get rid of Lovestruck Beast. I wonder if Path to Exile would be too good in Standard. I'll pass the turn. No attacks. Down to 14. Opponent, go stomp our face, I assume. Oh, don't worry, Circuitly Cheese. There's actually modern budget magic. Oh no, Showdown off the top. Ta! 4 action cards. Well, grab a land. Solemn. Oh, grab a... Wow, Showdown is insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Pass the turn. Are we dead? How bad is it? Showdown. Oh, they draw the land. They bump the dork. Yeah. I've been toying around with some historic red Stormist Jakes. Been a blast. Few turn 4 combo kills. Ooh, that sounds sweet. Oh yeah, Burgie seems really sweet in a deck like that. Innkeeper grows the dork. Bone Crusher Giant grows the dork. Bone Crusher Giant grows the dork. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Ugh, disappointing. Well, get back Valky, draw a card. Take the giant. Wow, they drew 2 Showdown in the Skulls in a row. I mean, Showdown is really strong. Well, yeah, pass the turn. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Opponent. Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah. Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah. And I think we're officially dead. Yeah, we are officially dead. Okay. Oh! Well, that's a disappointing way for it to end. Gonna be interesting to see how Showdown works out in Standard. Little bit weird that they banned a very similar but probably worse card, and then printed a cheaper and probably better version of it like a set later, which is a little bit strange. So we'll see what happens. Redain? I don't actually think I mean, I guess it'd be okay. I guess it's like medium, but favorite egg? Hard boiled, I would say. Escape is stronger? I actually don't know if it is. I'm actually not convinced that it is. We'll see. Escape to the wild. But on that note, everyone, I gotta go upload the podcast. However, what did we learn today? Vorinclex was really good. We lost a couple at the end, but I think overall we were 6-3 or something like that, 7-3. So Vorinclex, really good. I like the Abzad version. I like the Judd version. I think they're both really solid. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I think we actually I think we were 4-1. 4-1 with Abzan. So we actually had a better record with Abzan today. And then 2-2 or 3-2, something like that with Jund. But yeah, so Vorinclex is insane. The decks are sweet. I would definitely recommend them. I think they are an absolute blast to play. And on that note, super quick reminders. First, we'll be back tomorrow, 25-ish hours from now. In the meantime, you can check out old stuff on the replay YouTube. On the new YouTube, I'm about to scurry away, upload the podcast, then there's a sweet modern budget magic tonight, and then there is some Crim Standard action tomorrow. And we recorded Commander Top 10 for the Commander YouTube today. So there is a ton of stuff coming up on the YouTube to keep you busy till we're back tomorrow night. And one more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and maybe you need some magical cards. You can get them over at cardkingdom.com. They got Kaldheim, they got everything else. You can even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one. They'll hook you up. They're super nice like that. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Most importantly, by far, thank you to all of you. Like, y'all are amazing and awesome, and I appreciate you hanging out this fine afternoon to have some fun. So, in the meantime, yeah, I'm going to scurry off, upload the podcast. We're going to send a little raid over to Vince, probably better known as Pleasant Kenobi. So thank you so much for being awesome, everyone. Have a wonderful night. I love y'all. See you tomorrow for some more fun. Until then, have a great night, and I will talk to you soon.